Hey, what's up everybody? I wanted to share something with you that I'm doing right now. So if you don't know, I'm a big juicer. I've done juicing for years. Juicing, I actually prefer veggies over fruit, but I always put a little bit of fruit in there. So I'm making me some juice here. I'm gonna show you what I've done. This is gonna be an apple, broccoli, actually a broccoli stem juice. It's kind of like a poor man's juice. I'll show you why in a second. Do me a favor though, if you find this video to be helpful, please hit like on it, maybe even subscribe. I do all sorts of different fitness and health videos several times a week. So right behind me, what I've got here is the broccoli that I've already made. And so whenever you make this much broccoli, you are inevitably left with a lot of stems, right? And most of the time people are just gonna pick, look at the size of this thing. That's not natural. A lot of people just throw these away, but what I have found is that because they still taste like broccoli, they are great for juicing. So I'm getting essentially double the use. I'm actually eating the broccoli heads and the broccoli stems with the juicing. So what I'm gonna do here, instead of pitching those, I'm gonna juice all of those, and then I'm gonna throw in some apples here as well to give it a little bit of sweet. I don't wanna just drink broccoli juice, I wanna add a little bit of something to it, and actually that's a really nice combination. The broccoli still hits if you like the taste of broccoli, but the apple, the sweetness is definitely there. So it's just a really nice, refreshing drink. This will probably be enough to make me a couple of jars worth, one for tonight and then one for tomorrow morning. So let me go ahead and get my juicing stuff out and I'll show you what that looks like. All right, so I've got my juicer out here. So this type of juicer where you put the stuff here in the top, this is called a masticating juicer. So I used to have one of the other types, the one where you just drop something in the top and it spins around real quick. That's called a centrifugal juicer. I may not be saying that quite right, but those are usually the less expensive versions. You get those pretty easily at like Walmart, like the Jack LaLanne ones are a centrifugal juicer, and those are fine for like bulky type stuff, but they're not good at all for like a lot of veggies, especially like leafy greens. So I've actually had this one now for about 11 years. This one is made by Omega, and it's been awesome. It has held up incredibly. I couldn't be more happy with how well this thing is done. Never had a problem, never had to replace a part or anything. So you can see here, I have to cut the pieces into kind of a small thing. I put them in there, I push them down, juice comes out the bottom, it just twists and turns until it gets basically every bit of juice out. It drops the pulp out the front, the junk that I don't want, and then the juice actually goes in here. Once I fill this up, then I take it over to a pitcher and I will siphon it even further. There's a little net in here already to catch the pulp, but I don't like any pulp at all, so I actually put it through a secondary layer, a secondary like filtering process before I actually put it into the pitcher. And I run it through something like that first just to make sure to get all the pulp out of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this juicing. I'll give you just a little bit of what that looks like, how the actual juicing kind of works. You can see I've got this here. I'm gonna cut my apples and let's rock it. All right, let's turn this thing on, and button right there on top, just like that. Start dropping some stuff in. You can kind of see it through its thing here. Push down on it and you'll start to see how it works. One of the cool things about this type of juicer is like even these smaller pieces, you don't realize how much juice you can get out of just a little bit of something like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do these, and I'm gonna do the apples, and I'll show you what it looks like whenever it's done. Okay, so I've done the juice, and I was pretty close. It got me 2 of those. So what I'll end up doing is I'll take one and I'll put it in the fridge for tomorrow, and I'll drink one of them tonight. Here's kind of a nice up close. You can see it's a nice color. I did equal 50-50 apple and broccoli, the exact same amount. Mixed it up, filtered it out, and good to go. So I'll put a link in the description down below to this juicer, or at least one that's very similar to it. Again, this is called a masticating juicer. The cheaper ones are centrifugal, which are also fine, especially for beginners. But if you like doing veggies like spinach, lettuce, things that are leafy, kale, you're gonna wanna get one of these masticating juicers. So that's it. Thanks so much for watching. I got juice to drink.